Hey dudes, so I've had a couple of people asking me if I could give like a tour of my recording studio, and so yeah, why the hell not, right? My recording studio slash bedroom, and this is actually my new memory foam bed. I don't have the frame for it yet, but I actually kind of like it the way it is, because look, little fatso there can actually get up onto it without any problems. So yeah, no more futon. But you guys have already seen the back here with all the foam and everything on the vlogs and everything else. So let's get into the meat of this. So there it is. Yeah, that is what it looks like to do YouTubing and Twitch streaming. Now I don't have obviously a really sweet setup like some of the bigger guys, but this definitely works for me. So I'm gonna give you a quick tour of everything. Now I use two cameras here depending on what I'm doing. I use this one, this is just a Logitech C920 for Twitch streaming. I use that because there's really no way to use the big camera without any sort of HDMI capture card or anything like that. This is a Canon Vixia RF600, I think. It was just one of the cheaper cameras that I could get. The reason I use that is because it does 60 frames per second and I can actually record for a while and it doesn't take over any of the resources on the machine itself. You probably noticed earlier the dual monitors. I have to use dual monitors just because, especially for editing and for streaming, I need to have like the main work on that one, and then to be able to pull up websites and things like that, or monitor the stream itself over here. It's actually kind of funny. I use 4 monitors at work, 5 at one point, and I've gotten to a point now where if I tried to use a single monitor, like whenever I start on a laptop or something like that, I don't even know how I used to do that. The rig is down here. This is, I mean, obviously like not every, but like most YouTubers and streamers and everything, it's a gaming rig I put together. It's got a GTX 970 graphics card, like 16 gigs of RAM, a couple of hard drives. I got like 7 or 8 terabytes of storage, I think. Intel i7. This little guy here, this is a Steinberg UR22. This is what I use as my microphone interface. You can see the XLR cable going in here. This right here is an AudioQuest Dragonfly Red, plugged in whenever I just want to listen to music. That's the aux cord going into the subwoofer for the desk speakers. And that's going in over here. These are more AudioQuest Nighthawks. I traded in a lot of I used to have a lot of really expensive audio equipment. I traded all of it in, saved some money, and got these. They're still not cheap, but I love them to bits. The microphone underneath, this weird tin can looking thing, this is an Aston Origin. These things just came out like a month ago. They're cheaper than several of the microphones I've used. But the last couple of videos I've had use it, it sounds amazing. One of the cool things I like it is this material in here is actually like a built-in pop filter. I have this on a newer, that's the brand, newer microphone arm. This thing was literally the cheapest mic arm on Amazon, and it works better than anything I've seen so far because there aren't a lot of parts in here that get in the way. Now when it comes to editing, I use Adobe Premiere Creative Cloud. I bought a subscription for it some time ago, so even though I'm currently a little strapped for cash, I'm locked in on this at like 50 bucks a month until October, so, you know, go me. It is fantastic software, works really well. I got the flow to it down and everything like that. Over there is DxStory, that's what I use to do most of my recording. And then over there is XSplit, you can actually see, hello. See if I can, hi, yeah. That's what I've been using for streaming lately because I got a 3-month free trial through a Humble Bundle or something like that. So yeah, and you can see I'm recording this whole thing with my phone because the camera's over there. You know, as for the stuff down here, this is a SteelSeries Siberia mouse. God, I know the mouse pad looks like utter trash. It's an old ass mouse pad. Use a little wrist rest just to save, Christ, dog hair. Glasses, 360 controller, Steam controller. Oh, this little guy right here, this is a the brand is actually called Shit Valley amplifier. Whenever I'm actually recording, I plug the headphones into that. That is plugged into the Steinberg, and that is how and that is how I can record and listen to myself as I go. But yeah, that's kind of everything. That's the setup. That is what makes the magic of Some Guy Dude happen. For varying definitions of magic. It's not too fancy. There's not a whole lot to it, but it works. It does all right. One thing I didn't mention, and I feel dumb, is the big green screen over there is a pop out. It's blue on one side, green on the other. So depending on if I want to do a blue like I've been doing lately just as a background, or if I want to green screen out, I can do that. And then a pair of big ass goofy lights just to make this pretty face look as pretty as possible. You know, so yeah, if you were curious about what is happening in the room whenever you're watching me record, you can see I don't have a ton of space. I mean, this is not a big room. This is all the square footage I have. I know a lot of guys have like dedicated studio rooms. I've seen some guys are recording in a freaking closet. So yeah, there it is. That's it. So I hope that illuminated things slightly. You know? So I'm gonna be recording videos again soon. Well, normal videos, you know, gaming and shit. Gotta get back into Inside and all that. But till then, SGD out.